Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video we will cover a few basic and important points of Firebase. While developing applications you need to store a multiple data, or you can say a list of data. So for that, how we can use Firebase will be covered in this video. So rather than doing a separate video, we will cover all the different and required things in a single video itself. So what we will do, we will create the same field we used in last video, but we will store it as a student name, and we will store a list of students, or you can say one by one we will add the students name in our database, and we will display the list of students that will be that are present in our database itself. Okay, so for that, just go to our backend code, or like last video code itself. uh, we will change this edit text as enter student name. Okay, we will change the id also as name. So now, as you can see, we don't require the view button or the text view to display the data, because we have a list of data. So to handle the list of data, there is a concept called recycler view in database, sorry, in Android Studio. So if you don't know about recycle view, go to the basic Android Studio playlist. So in that you can find the recycle view as a separate topic, so you will get a better idea. So for next step, what we will do, we will go to main activity and change our edit text like we have changed in the XML as itself. We will, so basically what we will consider over here, we are getting the data from in input box, that is name. So we will check here name is empty or not. If a name is empty, then we will say please enter student name. Okay, and otherwise we will pass student name. So we don't require this view functionality. We will delete the view button listener as well. Okay, so now here you can see where we will solve this error first. There is some typo, it will be gone in few, like, yeah, it is gone. So now when we come to our save data to Firebase, we are getting one string, that is name. Okay, so here we will delete our last code. It is just simple, we have a like few updation in it, but rather than doing it over here, I will return show you how you can do it. Now for storing multiple data, we can store it in a simple way, or in simple logic we can say we will add a particular numbering system. Like for the first record we will add one as the particular key value, or one as the our like head node. Okay, so for that, what we're gonna do, we have an inbuilt functionality called push function. So push function is nothing but it will generate a random id for ourselves of a 16 digit, something like that. And this random id will helps to update the data, delete the data, as well as if you want any modification in the data, this type of id can be used. So basically this is nothing but a random id. So rather than doing it manually, Firebase has this inbuilt functionality. So how we can do that? So basically we will call our reference, but we will create one child naming as students list. Okay, so basically our main tree node would be student list. Then we will push. Push will helps to push the random id as our node. So for push, then we will add our child as student name. Okay, student name, and then we will do one thing, that set value. So set value will set our name into the database itself. So add on complete listener, on complete listener, and we will check if task is successful or not. And if it is successful, then we will display a toast message called student name. Okay, we will just check our functionality is working or not. It's just a simple code like previous, but we just added the push functionality. Okay, so we will run our app again. Okay, so now here are only two records, like two elements. One is text and one is add data. So let's say XYZ. It says student name added. Let's see it in database. Okay, so this is our previous data, like data, and our new data like text we have provided. But as you can see here, the student list is created. In that, this is the random ID we get from the push method. So push method helps us to get the particular random ID, and in that we have stored our student name, that is XYZ. Now let's check we can add multiple data or not. So we can do ABC, add data, name added, and as you can see the new random ID is also generated. Inside that we are getting student name. So in this way we can add multiple students in our data. So for our sake we will delete this previous node. If it doesn't matter, but for our cleanliness we will delete that. So as you can see, student list we have two records, one name is ABC and one name is XYZ. So now how we can retrieve that particular data and display it over here one by one, right? So for that different things, we will do one thing. We will do the retrieval of the data in the next video itself. So basically you will get a clear idea, and I think that's enough for the like today's video, because it might get complex a little bit for you, or it might get overhead. So for this, currently just practice on storing data. We will soon come back with the retrieval of a list of data. Okay, so thank you for joining and see you in the next video.